Why are you eating a salad? Oh, you're on a cleanse. Right on, bud. It's always good to take care of yourself, bud. Hey friends, welcome back to Barkeep's Choice. As you know, my name is Dion, I'll be your barkeep. And my healthy living bar back right here, this is Bandito. He's gonna be helping us along the way. So Band is actually taking a cleanse this week, which means no booze for this old Boozehound right here. So we're gonna be making a couple zero-proof cocktails. Before we get started, please click on the little subscribe button. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. This way we can continue to make drinks together. If you make any cocktails on your own from this show, please be sure to tag me so I can share your posts. Cheers! Oh, you don't get what I mean by zero-proof cocktails? Well, what I'm referring to is the fact that the cocktail doesn't have any of this in it. No, dude, I'm talking about the fact that it doesn't have any alcohol in it. Now, I know Bandito's on a cleanse, but I also think it's important to know some fun, tasty cocktails that don't require alcohol in them. If you are pregnant, a designated driver, on medication, or frankly, don't or can't drink alcohol, it doesn't mean that you only have to drink sodas or Cokes. I believe that everyone should be able to enjoy a tasty, well-balanced drink, and I'm going to demonstrate 2 zero-proof cocktails that I've come up with for you. Now, the first cocktail is going to be a little bit more on the tropical side. Yeah, but I like tropical drinks, don't judge me. I think this cocktail is a fun reminder of sunny, warmer times, especially when you're straight up vibing with your bras. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and grab our tins, and we're gonna be adding orgeat, which again is a syrup made from almonds. I'm gonna be adding 3/4 of an ounce of our orgeat today. Next, we're gonna be using passion fruit syrup. I'm using a pre-made passion fruit syrup from Small Hands. And you can just order this from, I found this online on Amazon, and 3/4 of an ounce of our passion fruit syrup. Now this next part is really fun. I made caramelized lemon juice. You'll want to do this ahead of time. It's pretty easy, and anyone you prepare this for will really be impressed. Okay, first thing you're going to do is set your oven to 370 degrees and simply place a clean cast iron skillet inside and leave it in there for about half an hour. Next, we're going to half a few lemons and coat the cut sides with some demerara sugar. Remove the hot cast iron skillet from the oven and put the sugar-coated lemons on it. And just let the whole thing sit on your stovetop until the skillet comes back to room temperature. Okay, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our lemons and we're gonna go ahead and hand juice them. And we want about an ounce. So, enjoy the show. Great. Now we have an ounce of our caramelized lemon juice. Add that to your tin. Finally, we are going to be switching up the base spirit. Instead of using some of this stuff, I made a peach tea. I just steeped a couple tea bags for about an hour, and we're going to go ahead and be adding 2 ounces of peach tea. Now that we already have this built, let's go ahead and set it aside. We're going to start our second cocktail. The second cocktail I would often make at the last bar I managed, St. Ellie. I would often make it for guests who weren't drinking the hard sauce, but still wanted something delicious to drink. This one, I actually made the syrups, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and add first freshly squeezed lemon juice. And this is just regular lemon juice, not the caramelized stuff. We'll be adding 1 ounce of that today. And then next we're going to be using a lavender syrup that I made here at home. I used a 1-to-1 ratio on sugar to water, and I put it in a pan, let it boil up until it was translucent and everything, and all the sugar melted. I added half an ounce of dried lavender by volume and just let it sit for about 3 hours. And lavender is so potent that I didn't want to let it sit for too long. It also changes the color. But then now I have this floral sweet syrup. And we're going to be adding 3/4 of an ounce. Next, I also made a cinnamon syrup using the same process of the sugar to water ratio, equal parts. And I just threw in some cinnamon sticks. I kind of torched them a little bit beforehand and let them sit overnight just to pull off and extract all of that cinnamon flavor. And we're also going to be adding 3/4 of an ounce into our tin. Now, again, instead of a spirit, I wanted to kind of keep the same style of the last drink. We're going to be adding Earl Grey tea. Again, I just steeped a couple bags in some water for about, I want to say I did this for about 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and add 2 ounces to our beverage of our Earl Grey tea. Finally, we're going to go ahead and add an egg white. So be sure to separate the yolk from the white and just get that all in the tin. Quiz time! Bandit, this cocktail has an egg white in it, so what are we going to do? You're right, man, you've been really killing it. Well, we are going to be shaking this cocktail twice. Once with ice and then again without. So we can emulsify and build up that egg white. And so we get that nice head of foam. And now let's go ahead and add our ice and shake it up. Okay, now we want to shake it without ice, so we're going to go ahead and strain this back into the tin. Okay, now that we already strained this out, let's not forget about our first cocktail that we built over here, the tropical one. And all we really need to do now is just add our ice to that. And enjoy the show. We're just going to shake it up. Okay, now for the first cocktail we did, the more tropical side, we are going to go ahead and strain this into a coupe. And for garnish, we are simply just going to be adding a Luxardo maraschino cherry. Ooh, that looks pretty. Set this aside for a moment. And now for our second drink, we're going to go ahead and serve this in a rocks glass. No ice on this, but just in that little glass. And go ahead and strain it in. And for garnish on this, we're going to sprinkle some sugar on top of the foam. And we're going to go ahead and have this like sweet little like torch. And we're going to brulee the top of it. And cheers! We just made 2 zero-proof cocktails. All right, tasting time, Bandito, my boy. All right, let's go ahead and try the first more tropical drink. Oh my goodness, that is just really fantastic. That peach tea really shines. It also like mixes very well with the passion fruit and orgeat. Now, if you wanted to add alcohol to this cocktail, I would definitely add rum or bourbon. Okay, now let's go ahead and try the second cocktail. I know I put like a little oversized straw in there, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and taste it. Oh man, this drink is bonkers. This is so delicious. It's very light and bright and floral, especially from the lavender syrup. It's got that spice from the cinnamon, and the Earl Grey really comes through very nicely. I also think it's fun because when you're done drinking, you do have this little bit of brulee on top, and you can have a little dessert. All right, now if you want to booze up this cocktail, I highly recommend using gin or vodka, and I think those will play with this very nicely. Well, I hope I was able to teach you how to make some delicious zero-proof cocktails. These are great if you're still wanting to drink something tasty, but don't want to have any alcohol. Because again, everyone should be able to enjoy a tasty, well-balanced, fun cocktail. Cheers! I know restrictions are getting tighter everywhere. If you decide to leave your house, always wear a mask. I also have some of these Barkeeps Choice masks available. They fit very nicely. They have a filter, which I will include. I'm selling these for $16. So if you would like a mask, please email me at barkeepschoice@gmail.com and we'll get you a Barkeeps mask. All right, friends, stay safe, stay clean, drink up. Cheers. Drink is bonkers.